days when there's no camera around, it's sweet talking time.
Oh, good grief.
If you're nice, maybe someday Dan will review your comics. But for now, Sweet Dan Sweet reviews Detective Comics number 871 and Batwoman 0.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. Once again, I'm being joined by
Sweet Dan Sweet.
Which means, of course, it's time for
Sweet Talking with Sweet Dan Sweet and Comic Book Man
at
myalternatereality.com and the video outhouse, coming to you from Alternate Reality Incorporated at the corner of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood, where there's a great pizza shop right across the street.
Oh, it's a wonderful pizza shop. You buy a slice there, and you turn it a little bit, and you just watch all the grease run right off.
But you get a free smile.
You get a free smile, right?
It's not greasy, that's
right
juicy.
there.
Yeah, it's called pizza juice.
It's called pizza juice. Yeah, pizza juice is clear and hot.
It's a new thing.
and delicious. And greasy.
It turns orange on your fingers.
It turns orange on your fingers. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about DC Comics, specifically Batman.
No.
Batman was the November Hero of the Month here at Alternate Reality. And, of course, all my Batman trades are 25% off. All my Batman back issues are 25% off. And I had a bunch of Dollar Day Batman comics that also came in as well. These two books, though, came in. They were this one, Batwoman, was 40% off the week that it came out. And which one do you want to start off with in your reviews?
The top one.
Top one, which is Detective Comics 871, the first part of the Black Mirror, which is written by Scott Snyder and drawn by Jock. He's not French. No, There's no Q-U-E at the end. No Q-U-E, just Jock, as in Jock.
And I'm glad that we established that the story was called The Black Mirror, because I totally knew that.
You did.
Totally knew that.
He knew that.
I knew that.
And this is the first part of a multi-part storyline.
First part of a multi-part storyline called The Black Mirror.
So first question I have is, which Batman is this?
This is Dick Grayson, the protector of Gotham City. While Bruce has chosen to take his battle on a more global scale,
he protects the world,
instituting Batmen of all nations.
Yes, and incorporates them.
Dick is more focused on Gotham City itself and the criminal empire that is perpetually
never goes away.
Running amok.
Never goes away.
I mean, despite Batman's many, trials and tribulations, there's always going to be bad guys in Gotham City.
Batman wants to do for the world what he's done for Gotham.
Absolutely not.
We're all screwed. So anyway,
somebody's getting their hands on Bat-Rogue technology.
You mean Batman technology?
Bat-Rogue technology.
Bat-Rogue
the bad guys.
Oh, the bad guys. The
Bat family of villains.
The Bat family.
The family of Bat villains.
Like Penguin and Mr. Freeze and
like
Joker?
None of those.
Oh, like none of those.
Like Killer Croc Serum, like Mad Hatter tags.
Mad Hatter tags.
And some sort of Poison Ivy thing.
Poison Ivy stuff.
I'm sure they'll get their hands on freeze rays and umbrellas that shoot dust.
So what do you do with this stuff once you have it?
You wreck stuff.
Oh, okay, you wreck stuff.
And there's some sort of shadowy figure that calls himself the dealer.
The dealer.
And the dealer is dealing these goods.
And is that what he does?
And he may or may not be a Gotham City police officer.
Oh.
So that brings in one of my favorite Bat characters, Jim Gordon.
Jim Gordon.
Who doesn't get nearly enough play
no.
In the universe, and he's now the star of his own short-lived back co-feature, I should call it.
He's a backup co-feature, which will be disappearing very soon with all the rest of the co-features in the DC universe.
But it is a co-feature that is written by Scott Snyder, so he's writing both of them, so he's going to integrate it into the greater story as a whole. So you're not going to see that one go away so much as work its way into the regular title.
Okay.
Jock draws the crap out of the main story. Francesco Francavilla draws the backup feature, and he's really good also.
Okay. So the art's sweet in it.
The art is really sweet. The story is really sweet. I was really happy to see this because I think it's important to differentiate the Dick Grayson Batman from the Bruce Wayne Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he carries his Escriba sticks. He doesn't necessarily disappear as much as Bruce Wayne did when he's trying to have a conversation with somebody. He's not as much of a hard-on. He's more of a fun-loving...
He's more social.
He's a fun-loving Batman.
He's an Adam West Batman.
A swashbuckling cavalier of a Batman.
He's a goofy,
happy-go-lucky
campy Batman.
Yeah, I would go so far as to say this. You could
I'm just kidding.
Batman story with Dick Grayson, and it wouldn't be out of the question. And he's a circus performer, for Christ's sake.
Well, anything that's just to the left of death and misery is lighter.
Yeah, if you're not as morose and morbid and brooding as Bruce Wayne, then you're a fun Batman, as far as I'm concerned. It's exactly what I wanted to see from this stuff. After the really sad arc that just passed with the fake Batman running up against the fake Joker, and it's like, who cares? This is really good, though.
This is really good.
This is really, really good.
Okay. Also this week, Dan's going to talk to us about Batwoman #0. Now, a lot of people thought this was a reprint book. No, it's not a reprint book. Batwoman, of course, was in the detective series. Elegy, I think, was the last story arc that they did. And then they said, well, she's getting her own book, but it's going to take a little while. Well, it's still going to take a little while. The book is about 2 months down the road still, but they wanted to get something out, especially since we all just sort of had a Batman month with incorporated in the upcoming Batman. What's that thing that Finch is doing? Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Anyway, DC wanted to get a Batwoman book out there, so this is a 0 issue, and this is a bridge between the detective series and the upcoming series.
Yeah.
Brand new story, and it's done by J.H. Williams and W. Hayden Blackman and
Amy Reeder.
Amy Reeder. How's this?
This is phenomenal. I've loved Batwoman for a long time.
Really?
Unfortunately, she'll never love me back.
She'll never love you. And why is that?
Because she's gay.
Wow, how about that?
And a two-dimensional fictional character that doesn't exist in the real world.
Well, son.
Aside from periodicals.
You will find as you go through life that most love is fictional. And actually, two-dimensional women, in many ways, are better than three-dimensional women. But anyway, now that I've rocked your world, how's the book?
It's all right.
It's all right? Okay, well, that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here.
No. It's really good. And you call it a bridge between the detective run and the new book, and you're absolutely right. But it is also, in a way, a continuation of the Bruce Wayne Road Home, Return of Bruce Wayne series of one-shots that they were doing.
Yeah.
All right? So they didn't have a Batwoman Return of Bruce Wayne where Bruce Wayne gets to administer these tests and let everyone know what he thinks of Batwoman.
No, but there was a Batman and Robin and a Catwoman and a Jim Gordon and
Ra's al Ghul and a Mr. Freeze and a Alfred the Butler, and the Batmobile got its own special, but we didn't give one to Batwoman because she's gay.
No.
I think that's exactly why.
You think so?
I think they're biased.
Oh, man. Well, why would they give her a book in the first place if they were biased?
Because they're also extra biased in the way...
Oh, I just shot holes in your argument. You're just pulling out of your ass.
No. It has nothing to do with her being gay, and I'm just teasing, because everybody made such a big deal out of the fact that she was gay, and really it doesn't come into play in the story. What this is about is Kate Kane, Batwoman, going about her Batwomanly business.
Right.
But there's a parallel story that runs that sees Bruce Wayne as Batman and as Bruce Wayne and as a series of disguises. Attempting to decipher whether or not he's correct about her secret identity.
Okay.
In the way he goes about doing that, he also deems her worthy of being a Batwoman.
So he's observing her.
He's observing her, but in the same way, he's getting involved. He's dressing up like characters and attempting to rob her to see how she responds and whether or not she's ready to use force and how serious she is. And I mean, it's everything you would have expected from a Batman Return of Bruce Wayne Batwoman special to be. Okay, but so, it's awesome.
I assume that by the end of the story, he decides that she's worthy of the mantle.
He's thoroughly satisfied with her performance.
Okay,
which isn't to say that it's like a porno or anything. But it's a good
Well,
comic
why
book.
should I read it then?
But it's a good comic book. And
oh, well.
J.H. Williams III draws the Batwoman sequences, and every sequence with Kate Kane is illustrated by Amy Reeder, and the two styles, while not overly similar, mesh incredibly well.
You know, if they crossed over Batwoman with Horny Housewives, they might actually have something there. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So this is a thumbs up.
I'm giving these thumbs up to your idea.
Okay.
These thumbs up are for the books.
And Detective was a thumbs up too.
That's a thumbs up also.
Okay. And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more time because we've been talking so much about gay, hot, lesbian sex that we got to go read some books.
There's no lesbian sex in Batwoman. It's all right. It's fun for all ages.
But if you want to have a penetrating look into where we go,
I forgot to say penetrate.
To find out, yeah, you did. Find out where we go to read more of his reviews. There's only one person who can tell that to you, and that's who?
Sarah. I saw her at the grocery store.
www.myalternatereality.com. I heard they used to stop prison riots.
She was buying shampoo. I was buying vegetables. It's a true story.
So stop off at the store's website and check out all of his reviews. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
This is Dan.
Saying, what kind of vegetables was she buying?
Carrots.
Carrots?
Whatever vegetable. Green beans. Who cares?
Sounds gothy to me.
It's Friday night and she's buying vegetables.
Bye! Alternate Reality is located at 3149 West 111th Street. That's the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in Chicago, the beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood neighborhood. You can always reach us at 773-881-HERO or at the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com.